Hi, I hope you're well and keeping well. Today I want to show you how to create a thing called a dynamic chart title using in a pivot table. And the idea would be is that we're going to have a slicer and then the title of our chart is going to update based on what we choose in our slicer. So I'm just going to begin here with a data set. This one here. This data is taken from the CSO, the Central Statistics Office in Ireland. It's just about motor cars and number of households. And what I want to be able to do is that set it up so that the name of the county will appear in our chart title as well. So I've already converted the data into a table, and I know this because when I look up here, it says table design. That's always a giveaway. And if I hadn't already converted into a table, I can go insert and table. So I'm going to go up here to table design, somewhere as a pivot table, and I'm going to put it on the existing worksheet. So I'm just going to put it right beside it. And then I click here, and then I click OK. Now what I'm going to do is I'm come over here to the right hand side, and I'm going to add in my number of cars into my rows, and I'm going to add the number of households into my values. Okay. Now what I'm also going to do is I'm going to kind of use my filter as a way to link to my slicer to make it dynamic. So I'm going to drag county down into filters over here. All right, so there's the county over there. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a slicer. So I'm just going to go over here to county, right click, add a slicer. And I've got them all done there. And I want to kind of set it up so that it's more grid format. So I just come up here to slicer. And I'm going to make it a certain number of columns. Okay, so I might just make it 10 columns. See what that looks like. And resize it. There we go, that's a bit better. And I'm just going to move this slicer thing up to the top up here. Oops. Now, because I've put the slicer into the filter up here, and I also have the slicer, what happens, for example, when I click on Cavan? See there, Cavan updates in here as well. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a cell that's going to have the county name in it, and also I'm going to put the county in it, because that's the cell I'm going to use in my chart title. So I click here and I go equals, and then I'm going to click on county. So I could also just click county here, and then I'm just going to use little ampersand and open quotation marks. I'm just going to put a pipe in here. Press my space bar again, and then ampersand, and then this is the name of it here, and then I click enter. Now watch what happens as I click on each of these in turn. You can see there that actually changes. Now when I come back to this one here, pivot table analysis, and then I'm going to choose pivot chart, and I'm just going to choose a bar one, because I like a bar. Right, there we go. I'm just going to do a couple of little tweaks on it. I'm going to delete that total because I don't need it. And I'm also just going to sort this data. Let's say sort largest to smallest. Okay, I'll do it that way, or do it the other way around. Smallest to largest. That's there. And what I want to do is I want to click on the total, and then I come up here to the formula bar, up here, and then I just go equals, and then I just click on this cell here, okay, and then I press enter. Okay, and there we go. Might make that bold. That one looks good. And watch what happens now as I click on each of these in turn. You can see there the county changes. See, the county name actually changes. I might just Mayo as well. All right, so that would be the way you'd actually make this dynamic. It's not the only way to do it. I see other people do it with slicers, but just in terms of like a straightforward way to get it up and running, this isn't bad. All right, mind yourself and take care. Bye.